Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens
and the Las Vegas Raiders. First of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out. NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, Winston rolling to his right.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Winston.
That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Jameis now on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Look at this, a tight end carry. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Flush to his right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Taylor. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Winston. Buying time to his left. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that
route. Myers' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. Flushed out right. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dawson Knox, 31 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
43!
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete to John Ross. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Hey, 57.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders nothing.
On first down, Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he can make anything happen.
On 3rd down, Winston. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Mike, 53, Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. Heavy?
They go play fake. Mahomes. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will not us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Winston now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Winston. Steps away. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you. 50. 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch 57. 57's run.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dontrell Hilliard punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a first and 10. Now Winston.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Winston, rolling to his left, and going deep for Hill. And got his man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Now Winston. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dawson Knox. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught in the end zone. So it goes for 2 points on the fake and gives them a lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Mahomes to throw once more.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages. You know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw, it's Mahomes. Touchdown, Raiders! It's complete. Eric Ebron as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
Play fake. Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there.
And now it's second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Final play and a half here. Winston. Flushed out right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On second down now, it's Carson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They run again with Carson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Mahomes now on 1st down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 18. The 40. 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, I think we all know that turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. And he is is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for two is going to come up empty. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Let's go, D.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Ebron caught left side. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but... Not before they work it across midfield.
32 yards. And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin, 47 yards. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
John Gruden never wanted to play it safe. His guys will go for 2.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. Play clock at 4. We're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Running left, Taylor. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.